We're at the Ingenico PayTech event in Lisbon, and I'm joined by Matthieu Destot from Ingenico. Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm doing good, thank you.
How's the event going for you so far?
Yeah, it's going very well. We have more than 300 people gathered here in Portugal, and that's great to meet again all together. And Portugal fits very well with this. As a seafaring nation, they know quite well how to sail uncharted waters, and we are here with our customers and partners to tell them how we will navigate after this pandemic period.
Lovely, thank you. And I think a key topic is this increase in verticalisation. Would you agree that payments are not getting simpler?
Yeah, I really tend to agree with these points, and this complexity is coming from several reasons. The first one, we have new ways to purchase. It's no more linear, in-store or online. If you think that more than 50% of the population will be Generation Z or Generation Alpha by 2030, this is only in 8 years, this is tomorrow. And their purchasing behavior is completely different. This is non-linear. And for sure, we will find digital in the in-store purchasing behavior, and we will find some in-store behavior in the digital commerce. So definitely, this is the first reason to create some complexity. The second reason is we have more touch points. And we know it because we provide different kind of form factor for payment acceptance, being traditional terminals for mobile terminals, could be retail PIN pad terminals, multi-line terminals, even kiosk or self-checkouts. And on top of this, we are adding smartphone, IoTs. So this is also creating a second level of complexity. And on top of this, you add new payment methods. So beyond the traditional global scheme, the local scheme, we find alternative payment methods, buy now, pay later. Even some merchants are now accepting payment in cryptocurrency. So if you multiply the new way to purchase, the new touch points, and the new payment methods, this is creating a complexity in the payment ecosystem.
And what is Ingenico's role in fostering the ecosystem economy?
Yeah, so we are here to solve this complexity that I've just described, because we believe that nobody on its own can solve it alone. So we are transitioning towards an ecosystem economy, and we have made a conscious choice in terms of strategy of not owning the relationship with the merchants. This is for customers, for partners, and we are here to foster the ecosystem by building the technology, taking the burden of building the platform on behalf of the ecosystem, opening our platform, providing API, and enabling the ecosystem with our technology, and in turn, they propose their own solution customized for the merchants. That's definitely the mission of Ingenico.
And considering certain societal drivers, why are payment platforms so crucial today?
Yeah, so the first thing that we learned during the pandemic period is we are becoming an essential service, such as water and power. And during the first lockdown in many countries, we were allowed to keep operating because we were an essential service to the society. Why we are an essential service? The main reason is we are in a trusted and regulatory environment, and payment definitely is bringing this value of being a trusted platform for all the society. For example, increasing the physical security in countries where cash is still quite intensive and moving towards electronic payments. But we are building also a business safe environment by building those payment platforms, which are quite stable for any company to act within this environment. And on top of this, this is bringing innovation and financial inclusion for many population in those different countries. The second key initiative that we have is environmental initiative. So as an example, we are reducing the energy consumption and also the raw material usage on our terminals. 30% of our plastic are recycled plastic for the terminals, the payment terminals. And more than 90% of our terminals at the end of life are recycled. And then finally, we are there to also share back with the community. So we are doing it with some initiatives such as micro donation on the payment terminals. That's something that we are doing for multiple years. Or being more inclusive, developing solutions for blind people to be able to use our payment terminals.
And how do you anticipate the focus of experience changing from point of payment to point of interaction?
Yeah, so as I described earlier, payment is getting more complex. So the way we are doing it is by opening our platform and really playing the ecosystem. So let me share with you different kind of platform and use cases to make it concrete. First of all, we are bringing Android-based payment terminals. So that's still product-based. But we are opening this platform with the API, product-based API, to independent software vendor. And then per vertical, they can bring their own solutions, their own software, solving a business issue, a business process for a given merchant in his industry. So that's the first way for us. But we are known to be very innovative with our new PPaaS platform, Payment Platform as a Service. This is a cloud-based platform, global, open, with the API available for the entire ecosystem. So we are taking the burden of the creation of this platform for the entire ecosystem and solving some complexity, such as, for example, adding a new alternative payment methods that could be now a question of days just for a merchant rather than a question of quarters or years that it was in the past. Just as an example, we have just done an agreement with PayPal and Alipay. That's alternative payment methods that we are bringing also on the market. And finally, all those platforms are turning the existing install base of point of acceptance into a new commerce experience by blending the payment application with the business applications.
Lovely. And will you be covering this at your event in Miami on the 8th and 9th of June?
Yes. So we are today in Lisbon, but in early June, we will be in Miami, and we will share this also with all our customers and all our partners in Miami. So I encourage all of them to join us to build this ecosystem.
Lovely. Thank you so much for such an interesting chat, and we'll see you in Miami.
Thank you.
Thank you.